Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Crochet Diaries. I'm your host Claudia if you're new here, and if you guys are returning subscribers, hi, how are you guys doing? I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm currently under the weather. We're in March now and it's semi-cold and warm at the same time, but I currently have a cold. But anyways, I have a cold and I sound nasally AF, so I apologize for my nasally blocked nose voice, but I hope you guys are all doing great. I am doing very well. I'm very excited for the next coming months because I have some big stuff planned that I can't wait to share with you guys. So yeah, enough of that stuff, let's just get into the video. After Pinterest, I think Reddit is probably my next favorite social media platform, app, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I was literally on Reddit again, and I was just reading and going through some of the dilemmas and confessions. And again, I will be ranking them from you are the a-hole to you're not the a-hole. So the ranking system just basically, there's just 3 categories. The first category is you're not the a-hole, meaning, you know, your situation, your dilemma, you're not the problem. The second one is it's hard to tell, like you could be the a-hole, you might not be the a-hole, like it just depends on, I guess, situation or how deep people think it is. And then the last one is you are definitely the a-hole and you are at fault and you're the problem and you need to fix up. So yeah, let's just get into the first one. Am I the a-hole for crocheting a gift for my sister-in-law? For Christmas this year, I crocheted my 18 female sister-in-law, 22 female, a white embry turtle for Christmas. Turtles are her favorite animal and those are her favorite colors. I'm pretty good at crocheting, but my sister-in-law says I should have bought her something instead. Okay, the price range was $15 to $25 for gifts, and I spent about $15 on yarn, $2.99 on safety eyes, and $6.50 for the pattern. Not able to make stuff without patterns yet, lol. She says it's a bad gift and that I need to be more generous for her because she's my sister-in-law. For added context, she got me a You're lying. It's gonna be for real. She got me a $2.60 bath bomb. I can't use bath bombs in our bath because it has jets. Am I the a-hole? Well, let me tell you this, honey, you are not the a-hole. After hearing the price of her gift for you, you are definitely not the a-hole. Like, that's annoying me because what do you mean, like, she's not being considerate, or not even considerate, she's not being generous, and that she needs to give you a more generous gift? I'm sorry, but even just reading $15 for just the yarn, not even crocheting the yarn into something, just $15 for the yarn. Just buying the yarn alone has cost more than the flipping gift that sister-in-law gave to you. Like, that's insane. That is insane. I'm so sorry, but that sister-in-law is very ungrateful. Like, how ungrateful must you be to tell your sister-in-law that she needs to buy you something more generous when you're only spending $2.60 on her gift? But she needs to buy you something that, like, what? It doesn't make any sense. Sorry, if my sister-in-law was to, if anybody at that was to tell me that my crochet gift was not generous enough or it was a rubbish gift, whilst they're only spending $2.60 on me for my gift, I'm sorry, but I'll take it back and give it to someone who actually deserves it. Also, the fact that you used her favorite colors and crocheted her favorite animal makes it even more generous because you fully thought about the gift. Like, you've thought about what she likes and incorporated that into something that you spent your own time to create for her. Guys, so I just listened back to the audio from the previous clip, and the echo setting was on, so if it sounds echoey, I'm so sorry, but I've turned it off now, so yeah, it shouldn't sound echoey. And also, my nose is getting very, very blocked, so I might have to make this video a bit shorter than I wanted it to be because, I don't know, sounding nasally, trying to speak nasally is not the best. It's really not the best, so I might cut this video short after like maybe 2 more confessions. Okay, so the next one. Am I the a-hole for not giving a spoiled kid my crochet plushie? Okay, so before I get into the story, I'm a 14 female and I crochet to calm down. I was recently in a bad car accident which made me scared of cars, so I made myself a Pokemon plushie to calm down in the car. And it works. I'm calm and not being anxious in the car, and I took my plushie into a Walmart. Me and my mother were there to pick up a few things, and we were almost done checking out with Karen of this spoiled kid. Excuse, how is that toy? My son Oakley wants it. I said, sorry mom, I'm not selling this to you. She got mad and said, how much? You know, sometimes it's not about the price, it's about the fact that it's not even for sale. So I don't even know what she got mad for. She said, how much? I don't like it when people yell at me and I get scared and I start crying when someone is yelling at me. I told politely to not yell at me, but she went on and on. By then an employee came and asked what's the problem, and Miss Karen has the audacity that I was yelling at her and her spoiled kid to leave this Walmart because she's white. Girl, okay. She then went to say resist so resist shit I heard in my life. So this employee was black. I ain't resist. I love. Oh, she meant racist. Then she went to say, so some racist ass I heard in my life. So this employee was black. I ain't racist. I love every color and everyone for who they are. This employee was yelling at her to F out and that she's banned from this Walmart and to get out now. Someone who saw all of this called the police on this Karen, as they should. I was so happy that I was smiling so hard that this Karen and her kid were gonna cry and yell and play the victim. What can I say? Karma's a B. Okay, you're not the a-hole because first of all, the entitlement of that woman is crazy. Like, you can't just see something that your child wants and expect that person that your child has seen something of to give it to them. Like, that's not how it works. Even if you're asking for the price, it's not for sale, so automatically the person is not going to give it to you. Even if it was for sale, like, that's not how you ask. Like, you should be more polite about the situation. Like, you shouldn't shout and yell to someone what's the price even after they've told you that it's not for sale. The audacity and the fact that when an employee came, we tried to switch the whole scenario to make herself seem like the victim when the employee came is crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, I don't understand how people can do that. You can't just come out here, play victim and expect us to fall for it. Like, that's crazy. Honestly, I'm glad that that person who saw it and called the police saw everything, because in this day and age, if a Karen, you know, behaves like that more time, nothing really happens to them. So the fact that you had a witnessing everything that was happening is like, thank God, because some of these Karens are actually ruthless and they will not rest till they get what they want. I'm so happy that the teddy, the plushie that you crocheted, was not stolen, or not even stolen, was not taken or given to the child out of fear of, you know, being shouted at or anything happening to you. So good on you. The next confession dilemma. Am I the a-hole for asking my daughter to create a detailed plan for the yarn she already has before we will buy her anything else? Daughter 16 female has taken to enjoying crochet and knitting and all of that. I'm happy for her because it's a productive and creative hobby. She buys some of her yarn on her own and we buy the rest. The problem is that she has already developed a problem hoarding. Not in the clinical sense, hoarding supplies. Tons of skeins of yarn, tons of supplies, etc. Every other week she wants to go to the store to get yarn for a new project. Every time she sees something new on TikTok, she has to make it. And I get it, consumerism is a hard habit to stay on top of, especially when you're young. Wanting to have the latest things is just par for the course. It's no different than wanting the latest Xbox game or Sims for expansion or whatever. But I'm not interested in indulging it anymore. Has over 100 skeins. I understand that I'm not going to get a lot of comments saying that's nothing, I have X in my stash, because I know the consumerism aspect of crochet and knit is part of the hobby and people take pride in showing off their stash. It's my job to instill good value good values in my kids, and I don't want her to end up with one of those people who become burdened with cleaning out £6,000 of moth infested yarn. Ew. Ew. I want her to be able to commit to a project, not just hop around to what's cool this week. When it came to Christmas list time, she had a bunch of yarn listed. I told her that we will not be buying her any more until she comes up with a plan on how she's going to use what she already has. I told her to come up with a plan for 2/3 of it, and then we will reconsider. I even told her that if she wants, I can sit with her and help her. She's furiously upset and telling me that I'm controlling. I don't understand how crafted works, etc. She's really upset that she's not going to get what she asked for this Christmas. I come to y'all to ask, am I the a-hole? Well, I mean, me personally, I don't think you're the a-hole, just because like you're being a responsible mother in the sense that you don't want your daughter to be consumed by this whole consumerism culture. Like, as cool as it is to have a stash of yarn, I feel, for me personally at least, it can get very overwhelming, especially when you don't have enough space to put them. Like, you have to think about where you're going to store them, and like you say, moth infested yarn is very real. I've never experienced it myself because obviously I use the yarn before I need to get more, but having moth infested yarn is an issue, especially if you have like a lot. I don't know for other crochets, but if you have a lot, I mean a lot of yarn, like how do you know that there aren't any bugs in it? How do you know that there isn't anything gross growing inside? So for that reason, I understand where the mother's coming from, but then at the same time, is like, if she has all this yarn, the mother could probably help her maybe turn the crochet hobby into a business so that she has proper purpose and proper use for the yarn. Even if she's not using it for a business, like all that yarn for one person, kind of a lot. If she's not gifting it to family members or friends, it's kind of a lot for one person, because you have to think, once you've used that yarn to crochet into something, it's going to become like a product. It's going to become something, whether you wear it or keep it in your room for decoration, it is gonna become too much. Okay everyone, so that is all the Reddit confessions that I have time for today in this video, because my nose is literally, it feels like it's gonna explode. I feel like I need to sneeze. I've already sneezed like 5 times and my nose is literally she's going. So I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this part 2 of the Reddit confessions, and if you want a part 3, let me know in the comments and I will be more than happy to make a part 3, preferably when I'm not ill. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, and stay safe, stay blessed, make sure you subscribe. Bye.